Have you ever felt yourself so deeply triggered by something that the emotional reaction really felt like it was so much bigger than the actual event, and it continued to create you to spiral? Well, I think that's really common for people, especially of trauma. And I had a client today ask me about this because they had a situation where they got really triggered and it opened some really deep wounds, some childhood wounds. And so we talked about this as the person, their friend, had done something that had triggered and opened up a deeper wound of unworthiness and feeling alone. And then they needed to reach out and receive validation from this friend, which is not bad. And at the same time, right, it's not other people's jobs to validate us, right? And so the invitation is to really allow that person, whoever the trigger came from, because it wasn't about them. And we can tell that because the emotional reaction was way bigger. And so we can invite that person and invite ourselves to allow that person to become a mirror, right? The mirror is reflecting back to us what needs to be healed. When we start deflecting outward and reaching for other people's validation, or we deflect our own experience or try to meditate our way through it, right? We cannot get to the root. So we really have to become mindful of it. So meditation does have a place, but then we have to go deeper. We have to feel what's under there. What is the wound? How do I feel right now? What is the core belief that is being activated? And so when we start to inquire those deeper places, then we can get to the root. And then the invitation is to do something somatic. Allow yourself to move your energy, get up and dance, allow that energy to flow, and it starts to expel itself. But we have to feel what's there first. Feel it, inquire, and love our way through that, which also includes staying with ourselves, because when we abandon those parts of ourselves that are wounded, then that is part of the whole self-abandonment process, and we learn that our needs aren't important, or our needs don't matter. So I invite you to really connect with yourself. The next time you find yourself in a moment of emotional experience that seems bigger than the event, I invite you to, just breathe into that. Allow yourself to be present with that. Allow yourself to stay with that experience. And you might have to tell yourself this a few times, because the brain doesn't always get that, right? It continues to become triggered because it's coming from that emotional trauma brain. So it's all about stopping and allowing yourself to become aware of that, setting the intention to connect with that experience and do those practices. Really get into your body and experience them as a mirror. So I invite you to go deeper with me. I go really deep and allow for all to what needs to unfold in the space. Everything is welcome, and I love to take people deep into healing their mother wounds and their father wounds, and because we're not meant to live in these places. We really aren't. And I've seen people heal, including myself, in ways that I never thought possible. So I know the same is true for everyone, that when we really take that initiative and set the intention and are ready to go deep, are ready to look at those parts. So I have a masterclass starting on May 26th. It's called The Hidden Mother Wound, and I would love for you to join me. And so my name is Stacey Musial, and you can find me at staceymusial.com, and I will talk to you soon. Much love.